Hi, this is Tony Jaccaci, head of school at Cincinnati Country Day. And today I'm joining you for our State of the School 2020. Now usually we would meet together in person, but because of the COVID-19 pandemic, we can't meet in person. I'm joining you by video today. But this, regardless of the medium, is one of my favorite times of the year. And why is that? Because I get to tell stories about this incredible school, the fantastic teachers, best in the whole city and beyond, and the students and their incredible success and the wonderful stories that they write each and every day. And so today we're going to invite you inside, behind closed doors. We know that usually this year you can't come and join us, but we're going to invite you inside, and you're going to hear my voice, but also the voices of other members of our community, and see images and pictures of how the first 11 weeks have gone. Because of this filming, we've been in school for 11 weeks. And it's been fantastic. It's been a great school year. So thank you for joining us. Cincinnati Country Day Schools, State of the School 2020. Let's begin. And so now I invite you to come behind closed doors. But before we do, every day, all day, have to wear a mask. There we go. Please join me. So here we are at Country Day, 2.5 months in. And how has it been? It's been a huge success. We've had students on campus in all 3 divisions, 5 days a week, 5 full days a week. Curriculum has been fully taught and engaged with a minimal delay in content acquisition. There's been a low prevalence of COVID illness on campus. We had a full fall sports season.
I'm really happy since I'm in 7th grade. This is my first year with the sports that aren't like the youth sports, and I'm really glad that we still had that because it's a nice, a little bit of a break during the day where I get to be with my friends and do something that I enjoy.
Students have adapted rapidly across campus and settled into learning routines quickly. And behaviors have showed shared commitment to collective health and well-being. As part of our safety, our students have also joined the faculty and the administration in thinking about ways that we can all promote good health. Student committees on health are promoting good messaging through the upper school, the middle school, and the lower school.
I, along with my friend, work with a group of students called, the committee's called the Student Health Advocacy Council. And basically we try to foster communication between the students and the administration and bring some of the issues the student body is facing regarding COVID policies and some things they'd like to see change. We try and bring it to the administrations.
Our health and safety protocols and practices are routines that are now streamlined, whether that's temperature taking in the morning, cleaning tables, staggered releases to lunch and classes. We also have hybrid classes that are on the move throughout campus. This fall has been beautiful, and we've used it in every way possible to get outside of the classroom, for classes, for recess, for advisory, and even for meals. We've had flexible use of time in the daily schedule, whether that's advisory and co-curricular, whether that's having labs that go deeper into learning, whether that's starting the day a little bit later than we usually do and allowing for some good sleep. And the food has been delicious. Yes, we're getting it in a different way, plated in a different way, presented in a different way, but still very good and wholesome and nutritious.
Some of the biggest changes with the dining service this year is the staggered lunch times, setting up the stations in a different way so that the kids aren't going back and forth. It's a single file line flowing all the way through the dining terrace so every student can see what we have and choose those options. Also new this year is a easy accessible website at the countryday.net under the dining services, where you can find our menu. One really important thing this year about the menu is finding what you want to eat before coming to the dining terrace. It's really going to help with our flow. So we've developed our menu based on the children's favorites. We still are using local and organic produce when possible, and we're still offering allergy-free options. We've also allowed students to vote on a meal once a month, just to help us figure out their exact favorites this year. We've removed all self-service stations, except for those that are easy to grab, pre-packaged. We also have added for kindergarten and under, we're doing a satellite lunch room in the Geyser Auditorium. All of my team members are wearing PPE, face mask, face shields when needed, gloves. We're sanitizing surfaces throughout the day. With all these COVID protocols in place, we've still been able to focus with our composting, recycling, using reusable servery when possible. All of our disposable ware is compostable to keep in lines with the Country Day environmental initiatives.
Because I get to sit with my friends. Although some of my friends aren't at the same lunch table, all one classroom can't have the one same table because nobody would fit. They're like glass plastic tables.
Learning as a social construct is best done in person. And this year we do have some students who are not on campus, and we're trying our very best to include them in every activity that students on campus participate in.
So in morning meeting, you get to personally say hi to them.
Also trying to keep people apart for safety by 6 feet, by class, and by division, while at the same time bringing people together in community has certainly been a tension that we've been trying to navigate. And finally, trying to keep the whole person balanced and well has been a focus for our students and for our faculty and staff who have worked harder this year than almost any year before.
I am fed by the students in person. I mean, just to see their reaction in their eyes, maybe not their mouths, but the twitch of an ear or two or a nod of a head just really feeds me. I'm able to respond to them in ways that I think are helpful to them as well. So it's a two-way street in every respect.
The arts are also strong, both the performing and studio. We certainly are singing and acting in different ways, but performances will be held and will be able to be shared with parents. Likely online, but still beautiful performances nonetheless. And this year, with the election, we've also been looking at how to have civil discourse, to dive deeply into important issues that our city, our country, and our world face, but to do it in a thoughtful and a supportive way. We've reinvented old traditions, Halloween, blue and white events, Fall Fest, and as we head into the winter, we'll be looking at reinventing other traditions as well.
I've been really impressed with how we've been able to reimagine what would have been our typical community events. I think the student council usually hosts blue and white events for all the grade-wide divisions to compete in different activities. And we kind of had to reimagine it this year, but it's taken on a fun new form. We do them in Keeler now and broadcast them, so all the advisories watch them live virtually on the screens. And someone was telling me as they were walking through the hallways the other day, they could hear all the screams supporting them and yelling at the TVs, cheering on their classmates. And that's just something we wouldn't have gotten before, but it's taken on a new form and it's been kind of fun.
We've been bringing divisions together, certainly at a distance, through programs such as Start with Hello, or upper school and lower school students coming together for Mole Day, for example, and sharing curriculum. We've been using technology to link learners and support pedagogy. In an institutional shift, we certainly have been a leading institution with technology for over 25 years. But this year, unlike any other, we're using this technology to improve student learning and enhance relationships and connection.
I am looking at colleges, and I think that the college counselors are doing a pretty good job, especially because they're scheduling a lot of these virtual information sessions. There's a Zoom meeting that we can join, and we can just join whenever we want and ask questions. And if we have questions asked, they can give us answers. Instead of the personal face-to-face or the actual college visits, this virtual way is actually really helpful.
We've been using Flipgrid, Edpuzzle, Kahoot, Teams video conferences. Teachers have been using headsets. We've been projecting students at home up on the screen so they can join. And finally, our amazing faculty and staff. They've been working so hard this year, and I am deeply grateful to them. They truly are the superheroes of the story here, and I am proud to call them my colleagues.
One of the great qualities of this school has been the parents and their involvement in the school and their appreciation for what happens here. And so I'm one faculty member among many, if not all of us, who miss the parents. And but yet there's a sense among all of us that we have the confidence of the parents in dealing with their children. Again, I'm somebody who is so appreciative of parents making the decision to send their children to a school like this, a school that I really do believe, and I have the evidence of 33 years, this is the best school available in this area. And so they're doing a great service to their children in terms of not just today, but tomorrow and on into college and into life. And so the parents are key, whether they're here in the building or not, but we do miss them. And we look forward to the day when they're back in the building on a regular basis.
And so thank you for joining us for a brief tour behind closed doors. The state of the school at Cincinnati Country Day School in 2020 is very good and very strong. Our students are having incredible experiences. Our faculty and staff are working very hard to support them. And you, the parents at home, are there to support us as well. Going forward, we'll flex as we need to. We flexed last spring and went remote. This fall we flexed and had very different ways of being on campus, but in a success. And as we go forward, we will flex as needed, depending on how this COVID pandemic and other things in this year 2020 come at us. But how about you? Are there ways that you can continue to help us? Absolutely. First and foremost, we're always looking for wonderful new families and children to join us here at Country Day. If you know of friends, if you know of family who have children who might benefit from a great education at Cincinnati Country Day, we welcome you to introduce them to us. This coming Thursday, another way that you can help is through Match Day. It's our biggest fundraiser of the year for our Country Day Fund, the annual fund that supports teaching and learning at Country Day. This year's theme, faculty and staff superheroes. They're working so hard this year that we hope that you'll consider on Thursday supporting them in supporting the school. And finally, supporting those faculty and staff themselves, whether it's an email, whether it's a card, whether it's just seeing them at Kroger and just thanking them for the incredible work that they are doing. I am so very, very grateful to their efforts, and I know that you are as well. So State of the School, a quick video this year. We will be having another one coming to you in January, talking a little bit more about the school as we go forward. But today we just wanted to show you behind the scenes, inside the school, and what a great start to the year we've had. I wish you and your family health, and I hope that you are all well, and we hope that we can get everybody back on campus soon and in person. Thank you so much for your time.